Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Ibad from GMS Yahweh Ibad, GMS St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bahachadash. Double honors to my elder apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Single honor and salutation to all your sincere Akim that's constantly pushing his word, truth and sincerity, and peace and blessings also to the men, women, and children that consists of the 1/3. Now, basically, getting to the point, there's been an ongoing dispute with the inhabitants of South Africa. When I say the inhabitants, I mean the original inhabitants at that, going into who people today would call Africans, all right? Because you have so-called white people, all right, who have went down there, and the word they like to use is colonized, but basically infiltrated and have taken over the South Africans' land. And the South Africans are not considered to be the so-called Negroes in America, because we are not the same people. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. The so-called white man, okay, they are known as Esau, Edom. All right, Isaac's wife, Rebecca, gave birth to twin boys, but not identical twins. One name was Jacob, another name was Esau. All right, we stem from Jacob. All right, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and confusing the faces. And the so-called white men stem from Esau. All right, which means wasted away because he lacked pigmentation. Nonetheless, though, we have a closer relationship with the so-called white man genetically than we do with the so-called Africans, because we come from the seed of Shem. All right, the so-called Africans come from the seed of Ham. But nonetheless, going back into this incident, this feud that's going on down in South Africa, if you look in the back of this car, it says, "Stop killing our farmers." Well, stop invading other people's lands and then colonizing it and calling yourself those people. Like, for instance, you have so-called white people from British Columbia, so to say, not British Columbia, forgive me, from Great Britain, who would say that, "Oh, I'm a South African." No, you're not. You're Edomite, a so-called white man today, a Caucasian, or so, whatever the case may be, a cave dweller. Anyways, I'm going to read some of this article. South Africa blasts Trump over racially divisive tweet. It says South Africa's government lashed out at President Donald Trump on Thursday after he tweeted that his administration would be looking into alleged seizures of white-owned farms and a large-scale killing of farmers in the country. An assertion, it said, was false and only seeks to divide our nation and remind us of our colonial past. And that's right. Here it is, you invade their land, you colonize it. In other words, you take their land, you covet their land, and then you tell them to stop seizing the white-owned farmers, the Edomite farmers' land. I'm telling you, the pride of these people, man. All right, and the audacity as well. Now, this is go back to the apartheid, or apartheid. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but bear with me. It said apartheid was a system of institutionalized racial segregation that existed in South Africa from 1948 until the early 1990s. Now, how is it that this is supposed to be our land, but you over here racially separating us from you? That's what you're doing right here. What it says, danger, natives, Indians, and colors. If you enter these premises at night, you will be listed as missing, because you're going to wind up missing. Armed guards shoot on sight. Savage dogs devour the corpse. You have been warned. But now here it is, you're complaining about, "Oh, stop killing our farmers." Well, quit taking over other people's lands and remain in your own land. That's exactly what you're doing. You're taking other people's land, then you expecting them to obey you and to invite you with open arms. That's wicked as all out hell, man. Understand? Bear with me. Let me get something real quick. They've done the same thing to the North American Indians here and then forced them onto reservation camps. All right, this is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Woe means destruction. When the morning is light, they practice it, and because it is in the power of their hand. Because when you think about the device of the so-called white man, these Edomites today, these Romans, they always try to devise a plan or a way for them to get over on you. Every day, it's a new law, it's a new legislation, or another way for them to get the upper hand up on you. But you have to understand, they have the power because it's been given unto them. Job 9:24. The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. I mean, it's a wicked act for you to move into another person's land, force them to accept you, and then you forcing them to actually give them their land to you while you live there with them, and then you want to walk by and say, hey, how you doing? You all right over there? That's just the pride of Esau, the so-called white man. That's wicked as all out hell. Verse 2. And they covet fields. Covet, it means like you desire something, you envious, and you want that. And they covet fields and take them by violence. How did they get the this land today known as North America, Central America, South America? By violence. Okay? Same thing they did with all the other countries, by violence. China was colonized by Britain as well. All right. Watch the movie called The Last Emperor, if I'm not mistaken. Micah 2:2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. All right. So that goes to show you that who does that? Who goes and covet lands and take other people's lands and their fields and then force you to stop your own heritage, your own customs that you've been accustomed to for centuries or however so long? It's a so-called white man. Nobody has ever come and told the so-called white man, okay, you can't eat hot dogs anymore. You can't play baseball no more. You can't pass law for homosexuality. No one's telling them that. They're telling the world to do that. And that's why these people, these heathens down in South Africa, that's why they have a problem with you. That's why they have it out for you, man. Because they're sick and tired of your wickedness. Sick and tired of the lies that you be bringing towards them. Let me go right back to the article. Go back to this picture. British arms will make a great contribution as our Africa's way of life. Yeah, you carrying somebody away. Right. South Africa is in the throes of a racially charged national debate over land reform. They covered a man's field, right? A lawful process that seeks to correct the legacy, you damn right, correct it. To correct the legacy of decades of white minority rule that stripped blacks, they're not blacks, okay? They're Africans, Hamites, that stripped blacks, Hamites, Africans of their land. Today, listen to this. Today, nearly a quarter century after the first democratic elections, South Africans comprise 80% of the population, but own just 4% of the country's land. How the fuck, and I mean it when I say that, if you're offended by my language, there's so many other videos on YouTube you can watch, because a lot of folly out there anyway. How the fuck 80% of the native people of that land inhabit that land, but they only own 4% of the country's land? Just the audacity. It didn't say stop. You people are crazy. When I say you people, I'm talking about you so-called white people, you Edomites, man. Pride has deceived thee. Understand? Look at that. That sign says white area. White area. Really? Let me pull out another precept real quick. That's just all out hell wicked. But see, that's how you know we in these last days. And now all these nations are rising up against Esau, Edom. All right. It's not just us. Hey, man, listen. Don't make it seem like we're the bad guy here. We're not the ones out there dropping bombs on people, putting sanctions on people. But then here it is, a brother just uploaded a page saying a video saying subscribe to GMS Shaw Moth God, and they flagged the video. Just telling them to subscribe to a brother page. I mean, it's getting out of hand, man. Esau Edom know that he has but a short time. Revelations 12:12. But this is John 10:10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. All right, that's Esau Edom. They just come to steal from you, to kill you, and destroy everything that you ever had or possessed or cherished. I have come that they might have life and that they may have it more abundantly. Okay, so they just come to steal and kill and to destroy. White area. That's the audacity of Esau Edom. Look at that. Got the young man yoked up. Wickedness of Esau Edom for use by white persons. This public premises and the amenities thereof have been reserved for the exclusive use of white persons, man. It's just, man, just the audacity of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Just the audacity, man. But let me pull out another precept. One more precept. Revelations 11:18. And the nations were angry. Yes, they are. All these nations are angry. Russia, China, Iran, Syria, South Africa. I mean, even Japan is coming in cahoots with, I believe, North Korea to dump the U.S. treasuries as well, too, man. Canada was having problems with you. France didn't agree with Donald Trump getting out of the Iran nuclear deal that Obama had set up. These nations is just tired of it. Revelations 11, they tired of what? The whore that sit upon the beast. All right, the great city Babylon. Revelations 11:18. The nations were angry, and their wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. All right, and these are the people who destroy the earth right here. These are the people who destroy the earth. Boom, right here. So-called white man, woman, and child, they're destroying the earth. And also, to make a distinction that we're not Africans, this is from the Compact Bible Dictionary, where it says Ham. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to go through the flood. He became the progenitor, which means the father. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Okay. So what dark races then? So that go to show you there's a distinction. Not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. In other words, the inhabitants of Africa. All right. But even though, you know, this video is about South Africans and what they're going through, they go to show you that, hey, Esau Edom is just destroying the whole world. Nonetheless, taking us over, the Israelites, we're gonna get our vengeance through Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But hey, man, the entire world is fed up with you. They starting to hate the whore, and prophecies coming to pass, and we almost up out of here. But nonetheless, though, I pray you were edified through this video. Call her loyal like Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by Hashem Rawachak Das Tam Yad. Water for keeping the spirit of edification on me. Keep your Holy Spirit on me. I pray all you brothers, sisters out there constantly endure through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This devil's going down. He can see it. He can feel it. Hey, the whole world feels it and sees it at the same time. Remember, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He moved it whichever way he pleases, like a river. All right, roughly paraphrased it, but nonetheless, though, stay in the spirit and rebuke the flesh, exhort the spirit. And that being said, Shalom Yahshua.